children. Today I will discuss metals, occurrence of metals and extraction of metals. This third chapter includes metals and non-metals and especially the metallurgies. So, occurrence of metals. Children, you know, elements are compounds which occurs naturally in earth crust are known as minerals. So what is the definition of minerals? Means elements are compounds which occurs naturally in earth crust are called minerals. Correct? Means minerals are those elements or compounds which occurs naturally in the earth crust. It is okay? Now note a point. Minerals from which pure metal can be extracted. Means minerals, specified minerals from which pure metals can be extracted are known as ores. Very simple. I am giving you the example here. Al2O3 into 2S2O means this is water of crystallization, hydrated alumina. Al2O3 dot 2S2O, this is ore of aluminium. Al2O3, this is corundum, this is mineral. Na3Al(F6), this is cryolite, this is also mineral. Basically all these three compounds of aluminium are mineral, but the first mineral is considered to be ore. So how can you differentiate the ore and mineral, children? Means all the minerals may not be ore, but all the ores are minerals, because minerals which conveniently provides better yield of metal considered to be ore. It is okay. Means alumina, corundum and cryolite, these three minerals of aluminium are known, but from bauxite, this is considered to be bauxite, this aluminium bauxite. This bauxite mineral provides better yield of aluminium, so that is why this mineral considered to be ore. Correct? So children, you have gone through the definition of minerals. Means minerals are elements or compounds occurs naturally in the earth crust. It is okay? And minerals from which pure metal can be extracted are known as ores. Very simple. I have explained here. This is bauxite, this is corundum, this is cryolite, and all these three are minerals, but the top mineral considered as ore of aluminium metal. It is okay? Okay. Children, now let I have to discuss how we have to extract the metals. Since we know metals are considered into three categories: metals of high reactivity, metals of medium reactivity and metals of low reactivity. It is okay? Metals of high reactivity are very common: sodium and potassium. Medium reactivity, aluminium, iron and copper, and low reactivity, mercury. Correct? Children, how we have to concentrate ore at very first? You know, the first step, taking the ore, we have to concentrate. Then hard metals which are highly reactive go through the process of electrolysis of molten ore. Finally we will be getting the pure metal. But for the metals of medium reactivity, we should have to categorize them, either they are carbonate ores or sulfide ores. Correct? Suppose aluminium, iron, these are usually oxide carbonate ores. Some carbonates ore, limonite, FeCO3, Al2O3 dot 2S2O, and some impurities of carbonates are get mixed with these minerals and ores. So ultimately these are calcinated. After calcination we got oxide of metal, and that oxide of metal get reduced to final metal which is impure, and that metal ultimately purified. in the same fashion, metals which are sulfide ores roasted, instead of calcination there will be roasting, and after roasting there will be the finding of oxide of metal. The same process we have to carry out, reduction of metal, and finally reduction of metal we get impure metal, and that pure metal should be purified. It is okay. But metals of low reactivity like sulfide ores of mercury, that is cinnabar, HGS, is directly roasted only. After roasting we will be getting impure metal which is to be refined. So children, you practice this flow sheet. I have to discuss few of the common processes which are genuine and important and are used during the extraction of metals. The first one is of calcination. Children, what do you know about calcination? Calcination, heating the ore in absence or little supply of air, means when we heat the ore either in absence of air or in little supply of air, then the process is considered to be calcination. Very simple. Bauxite ore Al2O3 .2H2O, when heated in absence of air at the temperature 150-160 degrees Celsius, it gives impure alumina, Al2O3. What it gives? Impure alumina. And this water molecule get so calcination is the process heating the ore in absence of little supply of air. Very simple. When bauxite heated at the temperature 160 degrees Celsius in absence of air, then there is the formation of impure alumina, and this water, means water vapors in the gaseous form at this temperature, vapors escape. Means what we get after calcination of bauxite? We get impure alumina. When you will study the metallurgy of aluminium, you will go through the detail of that. Means this impure alumina should be purified by leaching. Leaching is called chemical concentration. Leaching is also a very genuine process you will be studying in class 11. So like limonite, carbonate ore of iron, FeCO3, when heated strongly gives FeO, ferrous oxide and carbon dioxide. So calcination is the process when we heat any mineral or ore in absence of air or little supply of air. It is okay. So what we get ultimately? The oxides instead of carbonate. Now another process, that is roasting. Roasting is defined as heating the ore in presence of air. Heating the ore in presence of air. Very simple. The ore of copper, copper pyrite, 2CuFeS2, 2CuFeS2 plus O2, means this copper pyrite, the ore of copper, is heated in presence of air. This is delta. Delta is the sign of heat. It gives cuprous sulfide, ferrous sulfide and sulfur dioxide. So ultimately today I have given you the definition and discussion of mineral and ore and differentiated minerals and ores, because all the minerals may not be ore, whereas all the ores are considered to be minerals. Very simple. Three minerals I have mentioned here previously: bauxite, corundum and chloride of aluminium, but out of three only one is considered to be ore. So this is clear. And after that there are three categories of metal: high reactivity, mild reactivity and low reactivity. And all these metals are concentrated at very first. The process of concentration leads crushing and grinding of ore, hydraulic washing, froth flotation, magnetic separation, and after that, if the metal is high reactive, then we should have to process electrolysis. If it is of mild reactivity and carbonate type, then calcination, then reduction, then purification. If sulfide ore, then roasting, then reduction, then purification. And if metal is of low reactivity, then it is roasted and finally refined. It is okay. Children, one by one we will discuss the next topic related to this, metal and metallurgies. Thank you. Have a nice day.